This is the Big O Show. 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 This is the Big O Show.
Yes, it is. Hope you are doing well. We're showing Jalen Hertz waiting for his call today on the program. I like it. I like it. I like it. Good evening, boys and girls.
Get comfortable, Jalen. You're going to be there for a while.
No, he's not. He'll
You
be
think so?
He'll be taking
Second?
this round somewhere.
Yeah?
Yeah, because he's a quality guy. And, he has a lot to work with. So you really don't know if he can become – I'm not convinced he can become a franchise guy. But if you're the Baltimore Ravens, if you're the Arizona Cardinals, if you're the Seattle Seahawks –
Yeah.
and you're running those kind of offenses, this might be the guy that you take in the second or third rounds because he's not going to be there for you in the fourth. But he's got to go somewhere in the second or third, and then that gives you quality depth because here's a guy that has some of the skill sets that those guys have, and
You'll be able to run your offense.
nobody's Lamar. Nobody can run like that guy. You have to be Barry Sanders to run like that guy. But he obviously needs a compliment and a guy that if he goes down, they can, because RG3 really can't do those things anymore. After the knee injury, he's just not the same guy anymore. So you get a Jalen Hertz, maybe he can do some of the same things. Again, not like Lamar because he's a freak. But again, like Lamar, I watched him all week in the Senior Bowl, and I wasn't impressed with the accuracy. And I've said this before with Jalen. He's got all the intangibles you want. He's a phenomenal young man, but as a passer, that's the part that I would kind of hold back and say, all right, that's the guy that I definitely have to get.
So this goes back to the nice guy thing, getting him,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, it goes back to accuracy. If I don't think you're accurate, you know what I mean? I'm just not going to really trust you ever, pretty much. That's kind of the way it is. And when I watched him at the Senior Bowl, he was just not an accurate passer. And the combine stuff is all prepared stuff. It's all that's
He was the weakest of the Herbert Love group there that day.
Oh yeah,
At the Senior.
At the
I mean,
Senior
it was
Bowl, yeah.
glaring.
Yeah. I wasn't a big fan of his that week at the Senior. I was really intrigued because he was one of the guys that I was dying to see, like Anthony Gordon, guys. And Gordon was awesome all week. That's the thing I like about him. And that's why we talked about it today on the show that I think there's a chance the Dolphins could take a quarterback in this draft. I don't think it'll be in the second round, but I think third through fifth, I would not be surprised if a quarterback is taken. And like I told you today, when they acquired that extra fourth rounder from Green Bay to get the same player, remember we talked about it yesterday, that they must have felt that he was going to drop this to 30. So they clearly were going to pick the corner at 26. And they go, well, he's going to be there at 30. We love him. Let's pick up that extra fourth rounder. And that is great conviction, have a feel for the draft, and knowing that your guy's going to be there. And you stay calm, cool, and collective throughout the whole thing. I thought it was pretty cool. But with Jaylen, I think eventually somebody takes that chance with him and uses him, like I was saying, at least.
And probably within the structure of those teams,
right?
That it fits.
Yeah, an athletic type, because he's not really a pure pocket passer. No. So you got to, which goes along with a lot of the offense that you're doing now in college, in the NFL, because it's transferred over from college. So we are awaiting. Are we piped in and everything? I don't know. Are we piped in to make sure, just in case we can get some sound or anything?
I thought you had canceled that.
Oh, no, I did, but we should be prepared just in case, not for the commissioner.
Something happens.
I don't want the commissioner crap. I'm just saying for something else. Maybe it's one of our draft picks that's up there getting interviewed.
Maybe it's the Dolphins signing Jameis Winston.
Yeah, and I made a couple of calls after the show, and one of the things I wanted to make sure, because I love Grant Delpit, and the guys told me that you're better off with McKinney or Winfield, but Winfield with the injury history, you're probably going Xavier McKinney. So for the Dolphins scheme, McKinney is actually the better fit than Delpit. As much as I like Delpit, as much as a bunch of you out there like Delpit, the McKinney coverage skills are a little better. And what have I told you since we talked about this, since the season developed? Dolphin safeties have to have cover skills. They can't be just hitters. They can't be guys that's your extra linebacker in the box or whatever. The role Rashad Jones played. Rashad sucked at covering tight ends, okay? He just wasn't good ever at coverage. Early in his career, he was all right, but he was never any, the guy they had here from the Rams next to him was horrible. And so that's why those guys, they got rid of right away, and the other they just hung on to him, but really they were going to use him in certain situations. They weren't really, he doesn't fit what they do. And so now they got to find a guy. And remember, in the Dolphins secondary, the safety has to be a major thinker. Why? Because there's two teams in the NFL that run the most man. Do you know who they are? Do you have any idea who are the two teams that run the most man in the NFL? All right, go ahead, take a guess.
New England and Miami?
Bingo. New England and Miami run the most man in the NFL. And they didn't even have the corners last year.
They had no secondary.
Esos son unos cojones, okay? Unos cojones. All right, buddy? They didn't even have the secondary. Now they're going to roll out X. Now they're going to roll out Jones. Now they're going to roll out Noah. And then you're going to hopefully, if you get that safety, you put McCain, to compete with Noah in the slot, and then dime. And then Needham becomes your fifth guy. Depth. It's really, really cool. So think about that, okay? My man ran the most man-to-man in the NFL with New England, and he didn't even have the corners. And you know how he loves to disguise defenses and things like. Well, you got to be really smart. So your safety in the Dolphin secondary, because you run so much man, their guys are going to slip past you. Okay, let's get off this video game mode or whatever the hell. Corners are going to get burned when you play man and you play aggressive. You're going to bite on the ball. You're going to make a mistake. You're going to bite on a double move, whatever. And guys get freed up. They're pros too, and they're really good receivers. So it's going to happen. So your safety has to be very, very flexible in understanding both sides on what's going on, and also has to have range. And that's why the cover skills come in, because it's not just about support. It might be you're the last line of defense, so you have to come through. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we are now, and we'll see what happens at 39 if the Miami Dolphins end up going at safety. There's a couple of areas that they can go. They can go running back, Swift, Dobbins, Akers, Moss, all those kind of cats are all going to go here in the next 2 rounds. Okay, I doubt any of the guys I mentioned and a couple of other guys are going to last past the 3rd round. Here's where you take your running back. Commissioner, by the way, I think has he's starting to talk some crap there, so I guess he's starting the draft. You still have offensive linemen that you can take overall.
That was going to be my question. How many quality guys, because what are we at? 33. We got to wait 6, 7 picks, right?
Yeah, at this point.
Is it going to get to us?
At this point, I think, Cleveland is available to you. And then there's a drop-off after that. And you get to Matt Pert from Connecticut.
So this may be a wait till 56?
Yeah, it's no. I mean, if you want Cleveland, you might have to get him at 39. Okay, and then you say, well, then we wait for our safety at 56. I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but see, these are the gambles you got to do. Now, you got to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that you're not you're not going to be able to solve every position this year. And by the way, let's be honest now, you're not hitting on every position that you're trying to solve this year. I mean, I would love to tell you that Chris Greer is a genius and he's going to draft 15 players and all 15 players are going to fill all the needs and depth and all. That would become the greatest draft of all. Forget the Dolphins history. That would become the greatest draft in NFL history. So you figure half of those guys are going to fail.
The greatest draft of any sport, man.
Yeah.
And on every guy.
Yeah, no. If listen, if you hit on 7 or 8 of the 15, you're a genius, dude. Okay, if you go 50% in your draft, wow, that's pretty amazing because it's really hard for the transition. And again, this year you were, you actually didn't have as much time didn't have as much material for preparation purposes. So that's going to be a problem for you. Right now it's Cincinnati, of course, on the clock. They've got 5 minutes left. I guess it's 7 minutes in this round is what it is, right?
I think it's 7 and then it goes to 5.
I don't know. Well, we'll find out.
I'll check it out.
We'll find out. Now, supposedly we're here till the 70th pick, okay? We probably will take a break after the 56th for, a couple of maybe to 66. And then I'll come on right before to leading up to 70. We'll do something along those lines. So we'll take you at least to 56. We'll leave it going like we normally do, like we did last night. We'll leave the camera going and all that stuff, and we'll have some fun with all that.
That really wasn't a real break you took last night, by the way. You know.
That was a break.
Yeah, it was like
20 minutes.
I
right?
figured you were going to take a half an hour 40. Like you did 15. I think it was 15 or 12.
I have no choice. I mean, it's whatever the picks were doing. I had to then come back for the other. I came right back on the Minnesota pick.
You were downstairs coming up.
Exactly,
you were coming when Caesar, when I was yelling and screaming about that.
Right, when New Orleans. And then once Minnesota came on the clock, that's what I said, that I would come in right before the Dolphins pick when Minnesota picked.
2 spots, man.
Yeah.
2 freaking spots.
Yes. Good evening to all out there, by the way. I see you on the chat board. Please give us the thumbs up while you're watching. You got that share button. Send it to a friend on text, post it on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, whatever it is, all that good stuff. Always appreciate the immense support that we've gotten on this show and how it's grown every single day. We really, really appreciate it. Big O, was Rockburger good? Rockburger was amazing. It's a shame that they kind of stopped focusing on that and the company went over more to, because there's so many burger joints. They wanted to drop out of the burger business and they stuck with the Mexican place, and so that's why you see them all over. and that's why they focused on that. Let's see. What else do we have here? Big O working hard. Yeah, we're trying, my brother. Hello, everyone. Go Dolphins. Thank you, Big O. That's Dean G. Appreciate you. What do we got here on the text machine? How could Big O not be on radio? Andy Breakstone. Andy, I don't want to be on radio anymore, bro. I'm tired of radio. I'm tired of the bullshit that goes on in radio. I'm tired of working for pathetic companies and weak program directors that have no idea. I don't need it, bro. I don't need it. So I have no I told you guys already, the way this is going, definitely I'm never going back to sports radio for sure. I'll do Sirius, I'll do satellite, but I won't do terrestrial radio ever again. The only thing I would do, and I wouldn't lie about that, is I would do a rock DJ thing if I could do that. That's the only other thing that I would do, just because it's a bucket list thing and because I know I could do it blindfolded and kick ass in it. So that would be something that would be right up my alley. But that's about it. That's the only thing that I would never go back to 560 or 790. Just no way, bro. I'm not working for those kind of companies and how they treat people. I can't do that anymore.
We're looking at 7 minutes in the second round. 3 through 6, it goes down to 5. And the last 7 is a 4-minute increment.
You mean from 4th to 7th? Did you say?
2 is 5.
Right.
2 is 7.
Right.
3 through 6
is 5.
Is 5.
Oh, 3 to 6.
Yes, and then 7 goes down to 4.
Okay, thank God. Wow.
Yeah, and remember, there's all the compensatory. I think it's heavy in the 3rd round, and I think the 7th round there's like 10 or 11 extra compensatories.
Okay. Well, the pick is in for the Bengals. Let's see, what else do we have here? Big uglies and running back, please. Mandich was the man, rolling with the windows down. Bless him, man. He's awesome. Hurry up, Cincinnati Pussycats. Nobody cares about this team. Let's see. What else? Is this the Van Halen T-shirt? Is that yes, it is a Van Halen T-shirt. Yes. Yes, we've got a couple of them today. I'm sporting one. Green Lizard, somebody said. Let's see. Hockman, not that bad. LOL. I don't know what that is all about. He got Crowder to back him up. I don't know what that whole conversation you guys are having. AM radio is horrible now, bro. Oh, I know AM radio is horrible now. I mean, I know the restrictions everybody's working under. You know what I mean? And those are restrictions I never worked under. I refuse to work under. Okay? And I'm never going to work under. I just no. So, great show. I'll never forget you had Anquan Bolden ranked as a high sleeper in the 03 draft. Been a listener of yours for over 20 years. Thank you, sir. I lost my effing mind when they took Eddie Moore. Here we go. The selection for the Bengals, the 33rd pick of the 2020 draft. They select T. Higgins out of Clemson. I think he's a little overrated. I'm just saying. I think for the NFL level, we'll see. I think he can be a good receiver, but I don't see great receiver out of him. A couple years from now, you can laugh at me if you want. If he does become a great receiver, I think he can be decent. But I'd rather have Pittman. If the Dolphins get Pittman at 39, I will lose my mind. Do you understand that? I will lose my mind if they get Michael Pittman Jr. at 39.
Pittman he's got that high point. He rebound, go up, get,
Stud.
and
Stud.
Higgins is more like Alshon.
Yep.
He uses his body. You know what I mean?
Tomorrow,
Position.
4th round, you picked up an extra one. I mean, just give you a little something there. Van Jefferson might be there from Florida.
Oh, the kid, yes.
He had the foot injury, so he would have gone by the 3rd, I think. But because of the foot injury, and again, off-season the way it is and all that, the foot injury was after the Senior Bowl. Okay? So teams didn't get their hands on him nearly as much. He didn't have his personal workouts, all of that. So I can see Van Jefferson dropping to the 4th and becoming a real bargain pick for anybody that gets him. It's not a Dolphin thing or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yesterday I had to give the Jets credit for making the right pick. It's like, just disgusting. I felt dirty. I had to take a shower, but It is what it is. I got to be objective. So T. Higgins, nice player. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced I see star yet. I gotta see it myself. I gotta see it develop overall. Michael Pittman, I think, can be a star. That's one guy that I think can be an absolute beast because I think he's wired that way. So we'll see. 786-322-1105. If you want to get in on the accidentlawfirm.com text line, you can also reach out to us on Twitter. That's at Big O Show. Follow us there as always. And as for offensive tackle, man, like I told you, after Ezra Cleveland, it's a little bit like the Shadiq Charles kid from LSU will go tomorrow maybe or late third tonight. But I think more fourth rounder. That's like a project guy that I wouldn't mind taking later on. Let me tell you something. A guy that I absolutely love, if you want to get a pass rusher, and you saw him, Alex Smith, at the East-West Shrine game from Charlotte. He had one of those funky...
Is that the 97 kid? No, that was the Northwestern kid. Oh, that was the Northwestern kid.
Yeah, he's got a great motor. Zuniga or whatever the hell the guy's name is.
I got it. Hold on.
Something like that, yeah. But Alex Smith is a guy that I like. No, Zuniga's a Florida kid, Jabari Zuniga. It's some kind of name like that. The kid. Yeah, thank you.
Here.
Yeah, what's his East West? Man, what was that kid's name from
97, right? Northwestern.
Let me see here. Gaziano. There you go. It wasn't even close. It was an Italian name. Joe Gaziano. That kid had a motor that's pretty cool. He was all effort. But I like Alex Highsmith. That's one of those pass rushers. Obviously, but that's later, not now. Now it's Gross, Matos, and Epinesa. I think those guys get taken. Okay? Colts pick is in, by the way, at number 34. I don't know. Did they take Pittman? Oh, no. Don't tell me they took Pittman Jr. Or I think they're just showing highlights of his dad and then him because he's one of the better receivers left on the board. I think that's what it is. The Lions are on the clock. They're already 3:20 down.
Maybe like the highest rated wide receiver still on the board, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I might have been. I wasn't looking up. I don't know if maybe Pittman was their guy. Unfortunately, wow, that pick went by quickly. All right, that sucks. So there you go. No, me going crazy, because the Colts did take Michael Pittman. So now the run on receivers is going in this draft. Damn it, Michael Pittman got taken. So who's the next guy? Oh, Denzel Mims has not been taken. That's another guy that could be taken right at this time here, and he's 6'3" and can run, man. Let's see, who's the other kid? KJ Hamler. Now, I like Hamler because Miami can get a returner also with that. Punt returner. You got a kick returner yesterday in Noah to go along. Remember, we talked about this on the show that I wanted another kick returner next to Jakeem. Because we all know Jakeem also has a little bit of injury history because, he's small. But he is one of the best returners in the NFL. That's not even up for argument. And I want to scare the crap out of teams where I've got two kick returners on each side. And you can't be corner kicking my ass and all that. No. You're gonna pick your poison, pick somebody. Hamler or Jakeem, that kind of stuff. So Hamler's one of those guys that's got that return skill. Duvernay from Texas is another kid that's going to go in tonight's draft. Also, that's another guy that you want to definitely look at that has that two-way thing with him as a terrific returner for you. 786-322-1105. If you want to get in on the accidentlawfirm.com text line, that's 786-322-1105. If you want to get in on the accidentlawfirm.com text line, Walter says your delay is 3-minute chat on YouTube. Dude, I don't know how delayed it is on your end or whatever. All I know is I'm broadcasting, my brother. Okay? I'm here to talk about the things. If you're worried about me having the commissioner pick or whatever on time, you're not tuning in for the right reasons, bro. Okay? We're not here about fluff. You know what? Go to Intercom. they're all full of fluff. All right? Go listen to that crap. All right? There you go. Go listen to a station that has no preparation for anything whatsoever. They don't support their people. Go ahead. You go do that if you worry about the bells and whistles, which they don't have. But still, I'm not worried about the commissioner crap. I really am not. Lions pick is in at number 35. Let's see what they end up doing here. What else did I talk about? I think overall these are some of the positions that we should be looking at. And then running back, obviously, is a major position here. Oh, we've got a bunch of texts here I got to get to, too. Running back is another position that we definitely got to talk about. And there's what I love about the running back position is it's loaded. It's really loaded. Okay, we know Dobbins is still there. DeAndre Swift is there. Jonathan Taylor's there. He's got too many injuries, and he can't catch the ball. I wouldn't draft. I like Taylor, but I wouldn't draft him for the Dolphins. The Lions pick is in at number 35 with the 35th pick in the 2020 draft. The Lions select DeAndre Swift. So there you go. Swifty is gone. So now it's Dobbins next. Clyde,
two of the guys you like, right?
Clyde,
the running back, wide receiver.
I love this kid. I love this kid. Swift I like a lot. I don't mind Dobbins. I like that kid too. Edwards-Helaire I like, but he's small. That's the only thing that I worry about because he's 5'7". Now he is, he's thick for a 5'7" guy, but still too small. Cam Akers, that's a kid that I would take out of Florida State at the 50th pick. I think he can last to 56. Okay? And then who else do we have here? Zach Moss out of Utah. Love him. I think he'll definitely be there at 56. Runs hard as hell. I really like him. There's a couple of guys on this. LaMichael Pirine is going to be a sleeper that's going to fall to the end of tonight's draft in the third or early fourth tomorrow. And I think Pirine also is going to be a solid back in the NFL. Now, is he DeAndre Swift? No, I think DeAndre Swift is he's a next level guy overall because, he is so shifty. I like that kid. He reminds me like CeeDee Lamb will fight for yards and weave through guys. Swift will do the same thing, man. I really like him a lot.
The guy does everything.
Nice
he even picks up the blitz.
Yeah, Giants pick is in already. The 36.
They're flying, bro.
Yeah, they're because it's really hard to make these trades right now. You have to call ahead of time and kind of set it up already. It's not a last minute thing.
It has to have been in the works.
Yeah. Which all these calls have been going on for days now. But last night after the draft was done, there were guys making calls. In the morning, there were guys making calls, and they were trying to get feels before the draft started on where you're going. Hey, you're going to keep that pick. Are you looking to move down? Because we're 5 spots behind you. We're looking to move up. Yada, yada, yada. That's how it all goes. Okay? Giants pick is in, so we are waiting now. New England is next at 37. Remember, New England traded out of the first round. They've got 5 picks tonight in between the second and third rounds. So this is their entire draft right here pretty much.
How many of those were was it 3 compensatories in the third round they got?
I don't know how many, but they've got a couple.
I think they got 3 compensatories in the third.
I don't know if they got 3. You can check it out, but I'm not exactly sure. Remember, folks, for those of you that are watching the broadcast, please give us the thumbs up. Use the share button. Post it on your social medias. Send it to a friend by text so they can have a Dolphin-like draft. They're not going to get this anywhere else because nobody else locally does this kind of stuff. So this is a good way for us Dolphin fans to be together and talk a little bit about it. What do you guys want at 39? Our pick is right there. We're not far off right now. So where are you guys right now? Like I was talking Pittman, but there's no way he didn't last. So who do you guys want now at number 39? Give me that commitment.
If there's a quality offensive lineman, man, get in the trenches, right?
Maybe. Yeah, Cleveland could be the guy.
If the quality guy's there.
Yeah. Yeah, Giants need linemen too, so who knows? They might get one also. Pulisic says, Big O, we will get tight end. You watch. Never something expected, LOL. I don't think so. Let's see, what else do we have? Go with Swift. That's a difference maker. Great value at 39, but he's gone. Sneak Attack 305 says, I'm thinking we're going to pick Swift, but no Swift. So they're all gone. I went backwards here to look at some of the older ones. All right, now I see, damn it, Swift is gone. So give me the guy you want now at 39, okay? See, Pipe Man Slim wants Winfield. Chris Diavanzo wants Josh Jones. That would be right after Ezra Cleveland. I would have Jones right after Cleveland. Diaz says we need a safety. Draco wants McKinney. Enoch Guadalupe wants Delpit. Paul Sackey wants Bond. I love Bond, dude. I think he's going to be a star. I really do. Danny Gonzalez says, again, Big O, OL. Okay. Dub Brown says, how about the OT from Boise? All right. Thomas Bocero, Dobbins or Winfield. Miami Kid wants Dobbins. Brian L. says, not local in California, but still follow the Big O. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you out in California. Shane Yoakum, safety. Jose O. Taylor from Wisconsin. The injuries and the fumbles with Taylor, I just can't take them. That's the only guy. That's one of the guys at the top that I won't take. Rocky Rudrello says, great job. Thank you, Rocky. I appreciate you. Scotty Webb wants McKinney. P. Myers, 72, wants Dobbins or McKinney. Go Gators wants A.J. Epinesa. Ray says safety, wide receiver, or running back. Talk about fence rattling, Ray. Zot wants Armand Binns, I'm sorry. Marlon wants McKinney. James wants McKinney. There you go. So we got a bunch of people chiming in. We appreciate all of you out there for locking it down and cruising with us. The Giants pick is in. We're awaiting now the what's it called?
Did you send something to the NFL man and tell him to get this draft moving faster than last night because they're flying?
No, I just think it's because what we
it's just because about. The information.
Yeah, that's it. And let me tell you, the New England clock has been going, so this should be there somewhere. You know, and by the way, I think Delpit is considered more of a strong safety at the next level than even Free. I think that's what people are looking at him because he's a guy that, will get his nose dirty and knock the hell out of people. So that might be one of those things where people look at McKinney and Winfield as better cover guys and better fits for our team here in Miami. Giants, 36 pick is in, and they select, let's see, the commissioner's got the card. He's talking a lot of crap. A bunch of Giant fans in the screens behind. So let's see. The pick is Xavier McKinney out of Alabama. So McKinney's off the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so they lost probably the best cover safety that was on the board at this point in time. So now safety is out early on. But I will tell you this, okay? Because I'll give you a guy that you can think about. Because if Delpit is more of a strong safety, Winfield has got the injury history, okay, then you start looking at the J.R. Reed kid from Georgia, but he's a later pick, probably more of a fourth rounder. Let me see who's the other guy. I mean, the Clemson kid still has too many holes in his game. It's a little late. I'll tell you the kid that we had at the Senior Bowl, Shaim. That would be a kid that Shaim Carter might be a guy that I would move from corner to safety or keep him. I wonder if he's listed. Let me see how they list him here, just for the hell of it. See if they've got him listed. I think they should list him as a safety. Let me see if they have him listed as a strong safety. Carter. Because he's got cover skills. That's why. Let me see, make sure. Yeah, that would be a guy that would be interesting. We had him at the East-West Shrine game, and that's a cat that also may fit that mold where you can actually move him around. And that's the other thing. You got to look that the Dolphins may also go another corner that they think has the skills to play safety. So they go big corner, move him to safety, that kind of stuff.
That is an easier trend. Like if you're a cover corner, it's easier to go to safety than for a safety to try to learn coverage, right?
Well, the problem, what I'm told, is the depth perception part of it. Because when you're in the middle of the field and you're playing center field,
you've got space. You're not right up on them on the line of scrimmage.
When you're on the island with the guy, you and the ball and the guy are all in the same area.
Right.
Whereas the guy in the safety has to measure everything and has to like be perfect.
If you take the wrong angle, he gets by you.
Or
right.
you're one step late at that break to get to the play. Then you're one step behind, and that's all they need in the NFL. That's it.
Like New Orleans against Minnesota in the playoff game, right? He takes a bad angle, one step, touchdown, game's over.
Right. That's it. So that's where you've got to watch out that's what I'm told, that's the problem. But again, you got to have a guy that really understands all that. And
that's just reps. That's what it is.
You got space.
Yeah. No.
It's not as easy as people make it out to be. So safety becomes a little bit of a now that's why you take the corner now, because now you keep Bobby McCain at free safety. You see, since the safety position was kind of limited, you didn't want to reach for him, so you thought the corner was a bigger priority for you, so you take the corner. Because they're both not big guys. They're both not really made, whether it's Bobby or Noah, probably you don't want to make them safeties. But, again, you need to have cover skills and instincts and intelligence and all that, and Bobby McCain has that. And then that allows you that if you can't get your safety, you keep Bobby at free safety, and then Needham becomes your fourth guy instead, becomes your dime guy. Really important. So this is why the depth can be moved around a little bit, like poker chips. All right, the pick is in for the Panthers at number 38, so that means the Miami Dolphins are on the clock, baby.
You know who I just saw? Oh, that's there?
Ashton Davis?
No, bro. Zach Bond, bro.
I love Zach Bond.
He was supposed to go somewhere in the back end of one, right?
Right here, one or early
or
two.
the front end of two.
He's going where, it's a little harder to get a feel for it this
he's
year.
Maybe a little bit on the back end of where you thought, maybe 28.
I love him, man. I love him. Brian says Chin is a great safety. Patriots Kyle Duggar. Anthony Yambe, Ashton Davis. Gross Matos went to the Panthers at number 38. All right. Here we go. So Swift goes to the Lions at 35. McKinney goes to the Giants at 36. Kyle Duggar, the safety, goes to the Patriots at 37. And then now the Panthers get Moss Groder, or whatever his name is. Yoder Gross
Matos.
Moss Groder, Seattle, whatever. All right. So
Yaki Akamoto-san.
All right. So Miami can get Epinesa. Miami can get Ezra Cleveland. Miami can get J.K. Dobbins. Miami can get...
Oh, right now, value, man. The last really upper echelon
tackle.
Offensive line, right? After this, it's a drop.
Yeah.
This is it.
I mean, you end up, again...
It's the value pick of right now.
Yeah, but if you want... Dobbins is pretty dynamic, too, so if you want to get him at running back, that guy... Didn't that guy have like 100 yards in the first quarter or something in the national championship game or some crap?
I think, yeah. Oh, the Clemson. Clemson. It was them and Clemson.
Right, yeah. It was just like, wow, he was tearing it up. So we'll see what happens here. The pick is in for the Miami Dolphins, by the way. Okay? Pick is in. It's a beautiful thing. Let's see what we got here for the Miami Dolphins. Are you all ready?
Give me an offensive lineman.
All right, let's go. What do we got here? Oh, Robert Hunt. You guys are telling me it's Robert Hunt, the guard? Is that the deal? Because that's what you guys are saying. You're a little ahead of me. obviously. So you guys are yeah. I'm on time here. That's what you guys are.
Sure. Last night, remember, we were a minute behind.
Well, they say
Did you
so
fast forward?
they say we got the Louisiana guard now. And I know he's coming off an injury. He is supposed to be taken here. A growing injury. That's what it was. Okay. He is 6'5", dude. That's a meaty guard, dude. 6'5". And because of the injury, I didn't think he would be taken today.
Really?
Yeah. I thought he would drop to the 4th round.
Because of a groin?
Yeah, because
that's just let it sit and heal.
But if you don't get him to work out and you don't know where he's at and all that stuff,
how fast is he healing?
Yeah, you don't know. But he is a road grader. So I get it. They went to commercial on the Dolphins pick, bastards.
You know what their attitude is? Don't worry about it. You got a whole bunch more picks.
Yeah, maybe. It's kind of what it looks like. All right, so Robert Hunt, by the way, for those of you that don't know, he just got taken. He's 6'5", 323, plays guard, can also play tackle too. That's the thing about Hunt. So he can actually swing a little over. That's his second position. He's a senior. He ran a 5.2 in the 40. He was projected between the second and third rounds, but I thought he would fall a little more because of the injury. Okay, so he's getting taken right around where he's supposed to be. The lower end was going to be more of the 4th round, and I thought injuries this year would hurt some of these guys. And guards aren't necessarily, that respected. So Hunt goes to the Dolphins. Ruiz is off the board. John Simpson is still there. I believe Simpson has not been taken from Clemson or Breedson from Michigan. So Hunt and those guys, Hunt and Josh Jones, were the guys that you had to look at right there and then. So I guess they wanted to go to Hunt instead of Jones, because I'm pretty sure Josh Jones has not been taken, if I'm correct here. Now we're waiting for the commercial break so they can tell us that it's Robert Hunt, the pick for the Miami Dolphins. That sucks. We didn't get the commissioner, bro. What kind of crap is that? Why did they go to a commercial break during our pick? That's disrespectful.
They had 14. They got another one. They got 15. If we go to commercial on one of their picks,
give me a
they
break.
got plenty more.
No, it's we got 10 more picks to go until we're back up again, because they're at number 40 now, obviously, because if the pick is in, the
maybe
other team
the
is on
control
the clock.
center's in New York, and there's a guy that's a Jet fan in control of that area, right?
Who knows? I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Remember, all of you out there, you're watching. 334 are watching right now. Give us a thumbs up, baby. Let's get the 334 thumbs up. Come on. Give us some love. Share it. Share it all over the place. Robert Gonzalez, New England stole Duggar. That hurts. Daniel Johnson says Tua looked good in the Alabama 13 jersey. Can't wait to see how good he'll look. He's not wearing a 13. He's probably wearing 11 is his number, not 13. 13 was given to him at Alabama because he wanted 11. 11 was taken by somebody else, so he took 13. 13 is not really his number. I don't know if you guys know that. Disappointed, sorry, not into the pick. They need a guard, bro. And he has a little tackle experience, so it gives you flexibility. It's really important. Jesse Davis isn't necessarily considered a killer. Okay? He's serviceable, but he's not really a starter. All right? You're going to play Jesse Davis at starter, but he really is not a starter. He's really the swing tackle is what he should be. I mean, if we're going to be honest about everything. So I don't know. This guy's 6'5", 330. Maybe they want to try him at tackle. And if not, then they play him at his natural position of guard. All right? So now they're showing the picks the Dolphins made in the first round, I guess, because now they're doing the whole show. So now we're going to get the commissioner. We had to wait to the stinking commercial break. Unacceptable doing that to my Dolphins. Now they're showing Chris Greer and Brian Flores hanging out going, what's up? We already got our pick in. Let's go. We're moving on. We're kicking your ass, and we're taking names. There we go. Ah, yes. That logo is so bad. God, that dolphin logo is so terrible. Man, they got to change it. All right, so there it is. The commissioner says, with the 2020 draft, at number 39, the greatest team on the planet, the Miami Dolphins select Robert Hunt, guard out of Louisiana. Yeah. All right. All right, good stuff. They need the guard. This is it. There's all kinds of positions. Now, you got to remember, if you feel that you can get that running back at 50 and you're going to get a quality guy and you're confident that you're feeling the board out and how it's going to go like they did before, then, you keep going with the conviction. And if this is the guy that you feel can get it done, they're now showing his highlights because he is a giant dude. And they got him pulling and everything. So he's got a little athleticism, a little move to. I mean, he can run. He did get a 5.2 in the 40. So at 6'5", 330, this is a dude that can move. Okay? That was a nice little road grading type of block right there.
That height and them long arms, man. He looks like he's built to be a tackle, right?
Well, he's 6'5".
He's not that short 6'2" squat.
No, not a stubby guy. No. Yeah. No, he's a big dude, bro. Look at him there, and they got him playing tackle there. So there you go. They got him. And notice.
Just drove two guys down the field.
And notice what side of the line is he on at tackle? He's playing right tackle, bro. What did I tell you? Jesse Davis, you could be a guard again. This guy's going to compete with Jesse Davis for the starting job at right tackle. So let me ask you something. For those of you that might be down on the pick, if the kid comes in, beats out Jesse Davis, and starts at right tackle, is it not a good pick?
It's a great pick because he's able to go back to his guard spot, right? And it's like almost getting strength in two spots.
Right, and Jesse then also can back you up if you have an injury in the game. So you have
interchangeable pieces on the line,
versatility.
Man, major, yes.
So Hunt is a guy that's exactly what they need because they've got to beef up the line. I mean, we can't say, well, you drafted Tua, now let's go get weapons or let's go get defense. Well, you do got to build up the line. You know what I mean? And they signed the guy from New England. They signed Eric Flowers. I get it. But why stop there? Keep adding to the line. And so Robert Hunt helps out. Texans, by the way, with the 40th pick, it's in the Houston Texans in the 2020 draft. Yes, with the number 40 overall pick, they go Ross Blacklock, defensive tackle out of TCU. There you go.
The other thing I like about the interchangeable guys on the offensive line, you don't have to carry 8 or 9. You could get away with like 7 or 8 because the guy covers 2 spots,
Yeah. So it's not a bad pick, ladies and gentlemen. It's something that they're not going to solve every problem. I told you this already. There's no way they solve all the issues. All right, let's go through. Wow. All right, if you want to go on the accidentlawfirm.com text line, you can send it in. Let me check you out here. The commissioner announced him as a tackle. Oh, I didn't hear it. All right. He's a guard. He's really a guard. But he can play right tackle. Now this pick 39 can either go OT or center. Let's see. I want Nevin Gallimore. That's what Larry says, the defensive tackle. Big O, why are we picking 7th instead of 5th? I don't know. If I forgot what the order or how it gets screwed around with and from one round to another. But I forgot how it goes.
That made no sense to me that you take those 4 or 5 spots and you flip them.
I don't know what they do. I don't know if it's because I don't know if everybody was tied, and so then Miami was first, and then in the next out of that group, they're last out of that group. I don't know how they do it. I don't know exactly the rule behind it. This is the first time since Shula, the Dolphins owner and entire front office are collaborating together and are all in agreement with each decision made, and it's good decisions. Freaking love this. Mike Collazo is chiming in. Right with you, Pittman. I would love that, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. Big O, you have a Bruce Springsteen T-shirt, G from Pennsylvania. Yes, I do. I do have a Bruce Springsteen T-shirt. Yes. Yeah, I love Bruce, bro. I'm an enormous Springsteen fan. Colts pick is in at 41 already. We're moving good, man. Big O, do you trust Parker's health, or should we draft a wide receiver? I would like to draft another wide receiver. none of us can trust Parker's health. Yeah, anybody that tells you that, they're full of crap. You know? Mark my words, because of a long-time relationship with Gailey Fitz being developed as next QB coach and OC. I wouldn't put it past that if that's what he wants to do. Now, he does have 800 kids. So I don't know, bro. That guy might want to retire and just be a father. The Colts, by the way, with the 41st selection in the 2020 draft, the shoe horse ends up selecting, let's see, we're waiting, Jonathan Taylor out of Wisconsin. Burner. Big O are the quarterbacks of quarterback or offensive line and center, like the great Dwight Stevenson, and both were second rounders and good one worth taking. Yes, but I don't know if there's a center like that in this draft. Period. I mean, I like Ruiz, but I don't even put him in that.
No.
I know. Big O here in Dallas, and they're loving their CeeDee Lamb pick, but I'm loving our first-round efficiency more. Austin will be a big question, but you have to have a QB, finally a true lockdown secondary, and now some more protection for Fitz and Tua. If we get Swift or Taylor or Dobbins in the second, consider this draft a reel back in Dolphin fans who may have gotten lost in the past 19 years of mediocre play. These are all throughout the day and into tonight. Big O, do you think Greer might wait on a running back early since he feels he can always find one later? Drake and Ballage. It looks like it. It looks like. I love Zach Moss. That's a guy that's going to be there later. Like at 70, you can get Moss. I really feel that. Big O, if healthy, the backfield is going to be solid. Much love, Callie Caesar. Thank you, Callie Caesar. Big O, what up? Finally tried to get a star QB. Love it. Take a chance. Don't we need to add more pass rushers? Nestor and Coral Springs, yes. Nestor, they need everything, my man. Dolphins need more on the offensive line. They need more on the D line. They need more on the linebacker. They need more in the secondary. They need more wide receiver. They needed a quarterback. I don't mind getting another quarterback. They need running backs.
You even want a return guy.
Yeah, I do. I want a receiver that's a return guy. Yes. A punt returner. Yes, I do. There's no doubt I want that. Yeah.
I think we got kicker and punter covered, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have that covered for now. Jags, by the way, their pick is in at number 42. They're the Zach Bond type. They're the type that would take Zach Bond. We'll see if they do or not, or what the hell goes on. Call of Duty says, next time you're in Asbury Park, New Jersey, go to Wonder Bar on Friday nights. Bruce Springsteen hangs out there. Get the hell out of here. Are you serious? Wow. I am going – I got to go to Asbury again because when we went over to the Stone Pony and we hung out at Asbury, since you know what I'm talking about, you know the PNC amphitheater that's just, I don't know, what is it, half an hour from Asbury Park? We went for the Korn concert. And so I told my buddy, I go, dude, Asbury Park is 30 minutes away. You know, let's leave early. Let's go to Asbury Park, hang out, check it out. I've never been there. Let's go to the Stone Pony. And so bucket list for me is I have to go to a concert at the Stone Pony. I have to do that. Okay? So I am definitely going to go back to Asbury Park. I keep up with the concert listings of the Stone Pony just for the hell of it, just to see, you know, if anything. In fact, I think Greta was scheduled to go there. And that was, yeah, exactly. Can you imagine? So that's where you know, I definitely will go. So now that you told me this, I'm going to keep that in mind that Bruce hangs out there. And I mean, I doubt I'll get that lucky, but that would be pretty cool if something like that would happen. I'm a huge Bruce Springsteen guy, bro. That's a slice of Americana as it gets, man.
Obviously, me being born Lakewood, not too far. My dad, Rumson High School. His buddy, Bruce Springsteen, lived in Rumson and was like a couple doors down from my dad. I'm like, let's go to your friend, Dad. Come on, let's go to your friends.
Definitely, man.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man. Serious question. Should I order Sergio's or El Rinconcito? Oh, that's a tough decision, man. I probably go El Rinconcito, slightly over Sergio's.
Speaking of which,
you can't lose with either one.
Did you eat?
You just saw me eat.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but man, you know me.
Well,
I
order
eat all the
now,
time.
bro. Order now if you're going to get something.
What do you want some?
No, I'm good, but order now because then you're like last night. It's past 10 and you got nowhere to go, dude. Everything's damn closed. Jaguars pick is in. They haven't given us the damn pick. Another freaking commercial? What is this? QAM? 786-322-1105. That's 786-322-1105. Andy Breakstone says, you're such a rocker, Big O. Yes, I am, bro. I will be a rocker till I die, my man. I mean, I like all kinds of music, don't get me wrong, except for that EDM crap. But overall, yeah, man, rock has always been my heart and soul, man. Definitely. Always. Music is one of those. That's why I told you that the only thing I would do in terrestrial radio is a rock DJ. That's it. That's the only thing I would do again. If this doesn't work out, then I'm done, man. You know, I'll try satellite permanently or something, but I don't. I want this to work out. That's why Bill and I are working our asses off to try to get this, you know, off the ground. And so far, in almost 8 months, we're gonna have 1.2 million downloads. We're headed for 2 million downloads in our first year on the audio side. On the video side, thank you all out there. You're watching. Just so you know, in the last 28 days, we have 1.2 million minutes viewed on.
She couldn't hear what you said, man.
You know, I got to tell you, I love my iWatch, but this bitch comes on at any moment and starts like recording your stuff, dude. And like everything you're talking, yeah, bro, it just comes on. And anybody that has an Apple, you know what I'm talking about. That happens, you know.
Nosy bitch.
Yeah, you see? There we go. Hey, bro, it just comes on. And anybody that has an Apple, you know what I'm talking about. And it happens. You see? There's a text.
Holy crap.
There's a text. And it continues because it's recording everything I'm saying.
That's so not cool.
I know.
At all.
Yeah. That's so screwed up.
It's like Big Brother's watching, right?
For a half hour, it said Jaguars pick is in. Let's go. Give me the damn pick already. Move on. The only team that matters in this league is the Dolphins. Let's go. What's going on here? Damn.
Is this Con getting pub for Jacksonville?
There we go. You know what? I think the commissioner was taking a dump. You guys always say about me when I walk away, oh, he's taking a dump. He was taking a dump. That's what he was doing. Laviska Shenault, wide receiver out of Colorado, is the pick. Is that what I waited for? A Shenault? I waited for a Shenault that entire time. All right, your stinking Bears are on the clock.
First pick of the draft.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nobody from last year's O-line should be starting. They all suck. I mean, again, Jesse Davis doesn't suck. He's a serviceable guy. And
Dieter made strides.
And Dieter made slight strides. But let me tell you something. That's another reason why I like this pick, too. Because Dieter also has to, get his, a fire lit under his ass. So now you have multiple guards now all over the place. You drafted a third rounder. You drafted a second rounder that's a guard tackle. Okay? Then you signed Flowers. And you signed the center from New England. So, you're building up the middle of that line. You should be better this year. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we can't have Fitz running all over the place and trying to, save his life every down. And so this year, hopefully, they're a lot better. And they got a pure left tackle in Austin Jackson. And then now they draft a guy that maybe could play right tackle. And now you move Jesse Davis in to compete at right with Dieter. So now you got depth and competition. I got no problem with that. I really don't.
Bears got to go line, safety, or corner.
Yeah.
And if not, trade out because we only have like 5 picks and we need like 6, 7 spots to fill. So we're short.
Brooklyn Rob says, tell Bill to shut up and order his food. We don't want him to be angry like last night. Let's see. Se tardan mucho, go Dolphins. That's what Eduardo Gonzalez says out there What else do we have? Dan Bruce. At least he got his O-line pick. That's right. Building competition makes everybody better. That's what Manuel says. Beto Rodriguez says, Coño, my son ordered Sergio's. Don't let a boy do a man's job. Sergio's is good, bro. I like Sergio's. That's a good place. No, not a problem. I like El Rinconcito, too. They do a nice job. But you can't lose with Sergio's, man. They're solid, man. One guy from last year, O-line will start Dieter. Maybe. But then again, this will be Dieter's second year. Weight room, experience, all of that, confidence, all that should be better. Bears pick is in, too. But again, that means we'll get it a half hour from now. They're going to go to 3 commercial breaks or something. What is Intercom running this draft? Let's see. Big O, isn't the CB we took at 30 also return guy? Yes, he is. He's a kick returner, not a punt returner. Kick returner. So that's why you'll have Jakeem and him back there scaring the crap out of people. Love it. And he's a good returner. Go listen to our segments. Today, we had a reporter that covered him. We also broke it down last night when we had him. And we have a lot of insight from scouts on our show today on the program, like we normally do. By the way, tomorrow morning we're on Sirius Mad Dog, Channel 82, from 8 to 11 in the morning, okay? Adam Kaplan will co-host with me from 10 to 11. Thank God. I wish he'd be on from 9 to 11 so I could talk less. Because at noon it all starts again. Let's see, Dennis Akers. Who do you want next for the Fins, Big O? Well, let me see. The pick is in for the Bears. I got wait till we get a little closer. Let me see who's off the board because, I'm telling you Michael Pittman, and then he's gone. You know what I mean? So let me get to the 49th pick, 48th pick, and we know what's gone. And then I'll tell you, because the Bears could take somebody I like right now. You never know.
That ain't going to happen. We're not that smart.
I don't know. Hey, you're a Zach Bond type team too. You did lose a linebacker.
You know what? Yeah, we lost Kowalski, whatever. Yeah.
You guys took the best tight end on the draft, another tight end.
Dude,
you have like 8 tight ends.
Is this crazy?
Why do you guys?
Oh, remember I said, look, we have two tight ends playing tackle, so we got the long line, 7 offensive line. Then we got the H back, we got another tight end, and we got a tight end playing quarterback.
It's seriously, the Bears have 7,000 tight ends on the roster. Listen, do you want Miami Dolphin-like pain? Here it is, because this is the kind of shit that the Dolphins used to do, okay? The Bears just took the best tight end in the draft. He is the number 1 tight end in the draft, I will say that. But they signed Jimmy Graham. They have another guy named Adam Shaheen. They have Demetrius Harris. They have Ben Brockner. They have Jesper Hosted. They have J.P. Holtz. They have Eric Sauerbert. They have Dax Raymond and now Darian Clark. So they have 10 tight ends now with the guy they drafted on the roster.
Now you understand my pain, man.
No, I'm totally with you. I see it all. It's like, why would you take a tight end? Why did you sign Jimmy Graham if you're taking a tight end?
Why did we sign Jimmy Graham when we need offensive linemen? We don't need a tight end.
Yeah, you could have took Cleveland here.
Thank you.
Wow. Think about these.
Not make sense at all.
That's how the Dolphins used to be.
No, bro, imagine me. Hey, my falls for the last 15 or 20 years between the Canes, Bears, and Dolphins have sucked.
His team just took a 10th tight end.
And for our next astounding trick, we'll get another tight end.
Any of you out there have a friend that's a Bears fan? Just F with him or F with her. Send him a text. Hey, nice job. Your team just took a 10th tight end.
I'm going to go order my pizza right now.
You should. You're going to call Steve's? You got Steve's number? I have it here if you need it.
I think I got it.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
You don't want any part of this, brother?
You're going to order all kinds of crap.
No,
right?
man. Dude, I'm going to just go cheese to involve you, bro.
No, if I involve, it's just one slice. I'm not really getting much.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
You're in.
All right. You know what you should do? Go downstairs and ask my wife and my daughter.
If they want to get involved?
Yeah, so then you get a bigger pie.
I got you.
Okay? All right, that's what we'll do. All right, so the Browns pick is in at number 44, but they're in a commercial break.
You know what, man?
Because Intercom is running this.
Your voice. You've been at it for an hour and 4 minutes already.
Yeah, I know.
You want to take a 2 minute?
Yeah. You know what? Let me take a 3-minute break here real quick. Let me rest. Let me drink some stuff, and we'll come right back. You go downstairs and check it. You know what? I'll do that. I'll go ask the wife and the daughter. That'll be my break. Give me 3 minutes, and I'm back right here. We'll take your questions on the accidentlawfirm.com text line, on the YouTube board. Remember, please give us a thumbs up, man. We got, 360 people watching? Come on, let's get 360 thumbs up. Let's do that, all right? I'm gonna go downstairs a second to see the wife and the daughter. When I come back, I want to see all 360 people hit that like button. Load it up, baby. Give us love. We love you all for tuning in. I'll be right back.
This is the Big O Show. 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 This is the Big O Show.
All right, we're back.
This is the Big O Show.
That's what they say. They say it's the Big O Show. I'm not sure.
I'd like to see what the Bears front office would score on a Wonderlic test, okay?
Yeah, it won't be very high, that's for sure. We are at 180 on the likes. 305 watching. Come on, let's pick it up, baby. Let's pick it up. Alex V says, wait, have you had Steve's Pizza? That's what we're ordering now, yes. We have a Steve's Pizza close by. Big O took the Browns to the Super Bowl. I don't know what that means. Big O took the Browns to the Super Bowl. Huh? I don't know what that means. Oh, Grant Delpit went to the Browns, by the way. Strong safety. All right, good player. That's a good pick for them at that point. They get their strong safety. Let's see what else. Sorry, not sure if that's the same Ferrari's Pizza, but Ferrari's Pizza on 157th and 152nd is amazing. Yeah, but that's far away, dude. That's a little farther from where we're at. Alexa V says, oh, my God, I love that place. It is good. Jimmy G says Riptide Pizza in Fort Lauderdale was the best in the 80s. A real hole in the wall on Federal Highway. All right. Let's see. So we got the pizza conversation going in. Tommy Italian, 305 for life, says Hunt is a great pick, building from the inside out now. That's how real front offices do it, bro. They build the lines because everybody knows. I mean, the Niners have an awesome line, and they're like, no, we want to make it even better. We're going to go get Kinlaw, and we're just going to add another nasty mofo on our line. And they don't need it. They could have gone receiver instead. And yet, why? Because you could get the receiver later. They know it's a deep draft. All right, let's be really special on the line. They're already special. Now they just add like another nasty dude. It's crazy, bro. But that's what good teams do. Weren't they in the Super Bowl? I mean, they were a deep pass away from possibly winning it all. You know? So, I got no problem with them building from inside out. That's how you win in this stinking league. It's always been like that.
My buddy in Chicago just said, we got another tight end.
Yeah. Magic City is really good. Corway in 78th. Never tried it. Tom Bocero says, yep, San Francisco, smart Kinlaw stud. Oh, he's awesome. He's awesome, dude. Big O, there are a lot of Dolphin fans living in the past still. They are only looking for high-profile names in the draft. The front office are drafting players that fit their schemes. Dude, they want high-profile names. They got Tua. It doesn't get any more high-profile than that. I mean, if you want the high-profile name, that's what it is. But Austin Jackson and Hunt are two players that you need. You need badly. And again, they have two excellent corners. They said, no, dude. Let's go get another corner. And like I read today, for those of you, maybe you didn't catch the morning show, I don't like really repeating a lot of stuff over and over again because we're not a regular radio show that you gotta repeat the same material over and over because the listeners switch every 15, 20 minutes. I don't play that game. You got everything recorded. You can go back and listen to it on demand. That's kind of the way we roll. But listen to the Noah breakdown from a scout that I've known for 10-plus years. I've trusted him for many years now in scouting talent and giving me an opinion. Great kid, has a high ceiling. He's one of my favorite outside corners, but will have to play nickel early to develop into a number one outside CB in the NFL. Aggressive around the ball, very physical and quick-triggered in the run game, still developing his ball skills since he's a converted wide receiver. Slow to locate, but competitive. Time and reps is what he needs outside since he's a convert. But he doesn't back down. Hell of a nickel inside player to start. Great kid and pick. So Miami got a strength and made it beastly. Okay? Remember back when you had Terrell Buckley with Surtain and Madison? You know, T-Buck first started. Surtain was the slot guy. Because remember, Surtain, it took him a little while. Well, people don't, a lot of Dolphins don't remember. Surtain didn't start off as a killer. He started off in the slot and kind of had to, find his way and get his confidence going and all that. And then he started to take off. And then, boom, they moved him to the outside. And then they put Buckley as your slot guy. And then remember that secondary was pretty damn good, obviously, right? That's what you're trying to get to, where you got three nasty guys that can cover. And let me tell you, if this guy's as good as it is, and you could get a free safety to play the natural position, and then Bobby McCain becomes your fourth guy, oh, my Lord. Now you've got a deep-ass team in that secondary. And this is a passing league. They're smart. They're gonna throw like crazy, right? Well, then let's make sure we got a bunch of guys that can cover. The Broncos are in with the 46th pick. They take KJ Hamler out of Penn State. Damn it, that would be one of the guys that I would have targeted. There, that's 46. So Atlanta is on the clock at number 47. The Jets are number 48. All right, we are waiting all of that. The Levine Law Group, Bucks going to the Super Bowl. Maybe. Let's see. Tommy Italian, 305, says Hunt could have been a late first rounder. Yeah. I think the groin injury was going to drop him. I thought it was going to drop him even farther than this. That Dolphin defense as a whole was amazing. Damn shame we didn't give them a good QB or offense. Really, it wasn't a great offense. And also the coach was conservative, which hurt. Albert Rodriguez, how the hell do these draftees have such fancy houses? Are you sure all those houses are theirs? You ever thought of that? You ever thought that maybe that might be a friend's house? That might be the agent's house? Then again, the parents have been working their whole lives. Maybe they have a nice house. You don't. We don't know. We don't know. Maybe the agent rented a house. I have no idea. You know, I have no idea. But you're going to make it sound also like every football player is broke? Come on, man. That's a pretty strong stereotype, dude. You know, some people do work hard and try to gain nice things in the process. You know what I mean? So I would slow down on that read a little bit of people. Let's see. What do we have here on the accident law firm? .com text. And Falcons pick, by the way, is in, but of course they're in a intercom-like commercial. Big O, are the Dolphins overdrafting some of these players? Seems like they could have had Swift or Pittman with the 30th pick and Auburn CB today at 39th. How do you know that? How do you know the Auburn pick would have lasted to 39? I love how you have all the answers, Double D and Davey. You must have mics in every war room out there. Every house out there. Too funny. Greer and Flores are killing this draft. Fins up. Check out La Isla del Encanto down by you, Tommy and Hialeah. All right. Is that like a Spanish restaurant? Is that what that is? Hey, Bill, I have an old Dolphin aspirin and some fan transfer forms if you need them. There you go. Zach Moss at the 56 pick. I love Zach Moss. I'm a huge Zach Moss guy. Big O Steve's Pizza is good, but even better is Piña's Pizza right by the arcade on 117th and 120th. Oh, yeah, Odyssey, you mean? Yeah, but again, dude, that's like we need something like close by. You know? Like, you know, we need something close by that'll deliver to us, you know.
Me and O are going to go get in the car. We'll be back in an hour. We'll rejoin the draft.
You guys want me to stop this thing and go get pizza? You know, no, that's not the plan, Stan. We gotta kind of stay on target here with all of this. Falcons pick is in at 47, but of course they're in a commercial break. They've got to get in all those commercial breaks. They did have great ratings for the draft. So the viewership, I don't know if you guys saw this. Fans, it says the NFL announced it shattered its all-time draft viewership record for one night. The first round averaged more than 15.6 million viewers combined on broadcast, cable, and digital viewing. That's up 37% from last year. The previous high was 12.4 million in 2014. They broadcasted it on ABC, ESPN, NFL Network, ESPN Deportes, and digital channel broadcast, the event on Thursday night. And the coverage peaked at 8:45 p.m. to 9 p.m. with 19.6 million viewers. Holy crap, dude. Now
it blew Michael Jordan 6.3 away.
Now I know why they're throwing all these commercials. They told them, hey, it's – what are you showing me? What about that? Oh, no. Yes. Yeah.
Almost?
Yeah, almost.
I know I was in the general realm.
Right. Thank you, sir. Yes. All right, so there you go. You're right there. And it's under my you got to give the home number. By the way, you got the home number?
Yes.
Okay, so give the home number, and then they'll say Barbara.
It'll be automatic.
Yeah, it'll say Barbara. Okay, so and do that outside because then. All right. Anyway, So if, we are waiting for the Falcons pick is at 47. We got Seattle at 48 and then Pittsburgh at 49. And then our beloved Miami Dolphins, the only team that counts, will be taking over at 50 and making their picks. And hopefully another good one here. Let's see what's in. So far, to recap for you guys, T. Higgins went to the Bengals at number 33. Michael Pittman went to the Colts at number 34. The Lions at number 35. They took DeAndre Swift, the running back out of Georgia. At 36, the New York Giants went Xavier McKinney, the safety out of Alabama. At 37, the Patriots took Kyle Duggar, safety out of, Ryan University, whatever. 38, Panthers, Gross Matos, the defensive end from Penn State. Yoder, Gross Matos, whatever. Dolphins went Robert Hunt. Has anybody seen Robert Hunt? Has anybody seen? Texans, Ross Blaylock at 40. Colts at 41 went with Jonathan Taylor, the running back out of Wisconsin. Jags at 42 went Laviska Shenault Jr., the wide receiver out of Colorado. The Bears took their 10th tight end and Cole Kemet from Notre Dame. The Browns took Grant Delpit at 44, the safety out of LSU. The Buccaneers took Antoine Winfield Jr., the safety out of Minnesota. The Broncos took KJ Hamler, wide receiver out of Penn State. And now the Falcons have taken Marlon Davis, defensive end out of Auburn. There you go. So Marlon Davis. The pick is in. The Seahawks are on the clock, and they will milk as much as possible to wait to give us the damn pick. There you go. All right, so we are getting there where we got, let's see. Let me see what we got here. We got Cam Akers available. J.K. Dobbins is available. Zach Moss is available. Ezra Cleveland is available. A.J. Epinesa is available. Denzel Mims out of Baylor is available. Pick is in, by the way, for Seattle, and they're not on a commercial break. Hey, wow. That's very interesting. No commercial break.
Goodell's like, this could be our mini Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Get as many commercials in as we can.
Well, that's it could be. You know, think about this. What happens if there's no college season? I was talking with somebody from the NFL today about that. And I go to him, so what do you think? They'll go lottery? And he goes, that's the only thing I could think that they would do to determine the draft. And so he goes to me, watch New England win the lottery and get Trevor Lawrence. And I'm like, no. I go, no, don't say that. I was like, please. Don't.
Belichick loading up the ping pong balls.
Yeah,
that's what it would be, a cheat
right,
thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Belichick sneaking in the middle of the night, trying to rig the machine.
What was the lottery movie with John Travolta, and they put the paint in the balls or whatever to weigh them down?
Yeah,
Belichick.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they would do something like that. Oh, I love it. Mike Nogone says, over 350 viewers, I would love to see it hit 400. We hit 400 yesterday. We hit 470 yesterday. It was pretty cool. I was wondering if we were going to hit 500, actually. But, yeah, we got up to 470 at one point yesterday. That was actually pretty cool to see how much the live chat has absolutely grown here on the program. Because let me tell you, when we started this thing, because we didn't start the YouTube chat board and all that right away on the first month. It might have been the second or third month, I think, where we started it. And it was, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14 people. And then it became 30. And then it became 50. And then it became 70. And it's gone over 100. And now it's gone over 200 and 300. So it's been a lot of fun watching it grow. And I think a lot of people are also hopefully, climbing on with us and saying, hey, man, we can get some sports talk here and we don't have to deal with a lot of the BS and we're all having some fun. And we allow you guys to be a part of it, which is actually really, really cool. That because I've always been the guy that is, an interactive person. Always been that way. Steelers pick, by the way, is in at number 49. Hey, and Chicago is next at 50, by the way. So there you go. Bears, wouldn't it be awesome? Because Bill's outside the studio right now. It would be awesome if the Bears took another tight end with that next pick. That would be just, like, phenomenal. The 11th tight end on the roster. I mean, that would be – right, Bill? You're good with that, right? The Bears are next. They're going to take another tight end. Okay? All right? So there you go. Bears taking long snapper is what George Vidal says.
No, what these clowns need to do is trade out because they need to get you got another. You didn't even fill a need, man. This.
Yeah. What's let's see. The older the watch Pittsburgh take Zach Bond. Well, that's their kind of player. That would make sense. Now they don't need a linebacker, so we'll see. But wide receiver.
Damn, we're that close to getting Zach Bond. Like we're what 6 picks away.
Six picks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 50 through 55 now. That's next. Well, I don't know what the Steelers
That's
are
major
taking.
value.
I don't know what the Steelers are taking
56 to
here.
get Bond, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the Steelers are taking here. So we got to see what the Steelers end up doing with this pick.
Maybe a wide receiver.
Jalen Hertz here to Pitt. That's what one guy is saying. You guys may have seen the pick already before I do. I don't know. Bears taking a kicker. All right, there we go. Let's see. Should have kept Greg Olsen. That was the whole Mike Martz thing, dude. They had Mike Martz there, and he doesn't throw to the tight end. He's like, who's this Greg Olsen guy? We don't use that position. Get out of here. Here you go, Carolina. Have a Pro Bowler. Have fun with him. And there he goes. And he goes on to have a Hall of Fame career. It's a really nice thing. That's a great dude. And he's now in Seattle this year. So that'll be a lot of fun. Although he's had so many injuries as of late, I was hoping he'd retire. Quite honestly, I was hoping he'd retire. So what should happen to him. But stuck around. Kind of crazy. All right, so we got, again, commercial break here. So we got to wait until, and we will break after the 56 pick. Alexa V says, stop, I'm getting nervous. Why are you getting nervous, Alexa? Boss 899 says, what's so hard to hit the like button? That's right. What is so hard? 372 people watching. Let's hit that like button. He's right about that. Let's see. Mario says Epinesa at 56. I wouldn't mind. That would be a good pick at this point, man. Big O, Akers or Dobbins? That's a good one. I go slight lean to Dobbins. Okay? Slight lean to Dobbins over Akers. But if you take Akers, I'm not complaining, dude. And if they want to hang on and wait till number 70 and get Zach Moss, I'm good with that too. Because I think Zach Moss might make it to number 70. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. The NFL draft is no, it's not. Not anymore. Bears should draft a fullback, halfback. Big O, this is our draft, is what Sharif West says. I agree with you. Steelers got a receiver? Okay. Oh, you're getting it before I do, obviously, because I've got the ESPN feed, and here's the commissioner talking to him, and it makes sense that they will go wide receiver.
Yeah, they need to.
I mean, they got several positions of need, but yeah, they need a receiver big time because Juju is not a number one. So they went with Claypool from Notre Dame. I like this kid. He's all right, man. Claypool's a nice player, man. That's a nice pick at this point.
Obviously, with my dad Notre Dame-ness, watching the games with him, that kid can play.
Oh, he can play, man.
Yeah,
he can play.
I like him.
Yeah, he's got range too, man. I like him. Good. And he ran a 4.42 at the combine, it says. So, second fastest player of 230 pounds plus since Calvin Johnson. That's some interesting stats there for the kid. Bears pick is in already. I mean, of course, they just take the next tight end on the board. That's what they're doing.
It's easy.
Yeah. I mean, they've already done their work. They did it a long time ago. So Chase Claypool, that's a nice move, man. That's a really nice move by the Bears. And it goes really good with the What's the name of the big kid you guys got? The other kid you drafted like 3 years ago. He's developed well.
Shaheen?
No, dude. What's the name of the other guy you guys got, or am I going crazy here?
The free agent we picked
Anthony
up.
Miller.
Oh, the receiver. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Robinson.
That's kind of what. No, Robinson. I mean, the knee
if
injury.
he could stay healthy.
Yeah, that's the problem. But I think it's Miller Claypool. That's what you're building on. You know what I mean?
It's not bad.
Robinson was more of a fill-in guy because you needed a playmaker last year. So now you get the future with Claypool and Miller, and now you've got that 1-2 punch. So that's what I'm
and
seeing.
Gabriel, the slot guy, he's gone.
Right.
But actually, I've heard that supposedly the Bears are talking about re-signing Prince and re-signing Gabriel, which they've been out there. They'll probably get them on the cheap.
Yeah. Well, at this point, money dries out. So there isn't as much cap space. Bears are picking a CB, Jaylen Johnson. All right, you guys got it already?
Thank you.
Well,
one of our needs. How nice.
Bill is happy.
It's a miracle of God.
Levine
they actually got some. They did something smart.
Levine Law Group says ESPN had Hunt as the number one. Yeah, well, there aren't a lot of guards. It's not a really great draft for guards. So, yeah, he was one of the best guards that were available. Yes, there's no doubt about it. I just thought because of the groin injury, he would, drop a little bit. I didn't think he would go that high. That's all. But, again, we didn't really have an entire offseason with all the workouts and the information. So a lot of these teams, when they scouted their guys, they looked at the game tape. And as long as they're convinced with the game tape, that's in the end, that's what counts. So there you go. The Utah quarterback, Jaylen Johnson, goes to the Bears at number 50. We got Dallas now at number 51, which I'm sure they made the pick already. And we'll probably have to wait, a half hour for it, I guess. That's what's going on there. Remember, you know what? I haven't done this, but we should. Ross Hunter goes, the Dolphins know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. Ross does a nice job. Let's see, what else do we have here? And you guys can reach out to us also on Twitter at Big O Show. I haven't done enough of that where I can actually take some of your questions also on Twitter or the accidentlawfirm.com text line, which we're going to go to that now so we can check it out and see what texts were sent in. Big O, are the quarterbacks of offensive line and center like the great Dwight Stevens? No, Jeff Olenek. I already answered that, my brother. I don't have those kind of guys right now. Oh, we're up to 397. Nice. So we're going to cross that 400 mark soon. Let's do it, baby. I love how you guys are loading this entire thing up. Cowboys pick, by the way, is in at number 51. And this is so interesting how they got everybody at all their homes. And it's such a different world right now, the way everybody's broadcasting. The pre-draft thing, they had Kelly Clarkson singing from her home, which, by the way, she sounded awesome. Her voice is just beastly, man. So Cowboys, by the way, their pick is in at number 51. Well, I didn't pick up on this. Somebody passed away. Jace Prescott. I don't know what they did there. We didn't have the volume there, unfortunately. Apparently some sad news. Wow, they lost a young man. I hope it wasn't Corona. Man. That thing is. Those people in China, bro, they screwed the entire world. Out of many one, Cam Akers, Florida State, 5'10", 217. Third rounder, he ran a 40-yard dash in 4.47. He was a dual-threat quarterback who passed for more than 8,000 yards and 78 touchdowns in high school. All right. We get the breakdown there from out of many one. Tom Becerro says the BS, we need to get back to normal. I know, I'm with you, man. No makeup for Clarkson, looks so different. Yeah, it was kind of, and even you notice these people that are doing their stuff from home, they have to do their own makeup, and you can tell they don't look as good because they're not in studio and they don't have the pro people doing it and all that for them. So yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
You went a little crazy there on the lipstick and rouge there, Mike.
Yeah. It's interesting. Tavon Diggs to the Cowboys, the CB. Is that what went on? Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, Josh. Jose Castillo, DJ Dallas. Oh, yeah, I love DJ Dallas, but he's a third-day guy. I don't think he gets taken today. I think he gets taken tomorrow. And I think he's a steal for somebody. I would love for them to add DJ Dallas tomorrow in the 4th round or 5th round or something like that. Hialeah Bread says, I hope Miami picks up DJ Dallas also. So you got that. I thought Ezra was way better than Jones. They're right around the same. It's not that much of a difference. Does anyone know if Akers catches the ball out of the backfield? Yes. Yes, he does. Let's see. Big O, I have $60 worth of iTunes credit. Give me some suggestions for songs download. Anything Greta Van Fleet. Okay? Anything Greta Van Fleet. Let's see. Trying to think of what you should. How about a little Hailstorm, man? A little Interrupters. You could do that. There's all kinds of stuff that you can download. If you're a metalhead, get Judas Priest's last album, Firepower. Really, really good. It's so underrated, actually, how good that album is. Rival Sons, great young rock band. They got about 5 albums out. They are also a band you definitely want to follow. One of the better young rock bands out there, Rival Sons. Those are some of the things you can download. You got any Clutch? A little Electric Worry? Get some of that, man. I don't know if you know anything about Clutch. They've been around a while, since the 90s. But they are fantastic. There you go. There's some stuff for you. A little Texas Hippie Coalition. Love that. Get a little Hands Up for you. That'll get you psyched up. Ghost, Mike No-Go Zones. Ghost and the Struts. I'm with you there. I've seen both in concert. The Struts are amazing. Ghost is one of the best new metal bands out there, by far. And he's waiting for the election to take place to then release the album. Okay? But Ghost is working on a new album. They're almost done with it, I think, or they're in the middle of it or something like that. It should be released after the elections. Let's see, what else do we have here? Hey, how you doing? What's your Finns draft grade so far? I would go A-. Really, A-. And the only minus is because Tua has injury history. That's it, because that's the gamble you're taking. Cowboys pick is in. We'll see what they end up selecting. Cam Akers is going to the Rams, one guy says. Can't go wrong with Nickelback. There you go. Jose Castillo says, my toes are tingling.
Aldalita's Way, man.
Aldalita's Way is another one that you can download.
Black Moods.
Black Moods. That's a new band, too. They've only got 2 albums, Black Moods. Raging Dolphin Maniac says, I love Rival Sons. Well, you got good taste in rock bands, my man. Rival Sons is really good. Boss899 goes, Clutch is effing awesome. Check them out. Underrated. I'm with you. You should see them live. One of the better frontmen in rock and roll. Okay? Clutch has got that, baby. He is awesome. Awesome. I've seen Clutch now twice, and they are I'll travel for those guys. That's how good they are. That's how much I enjoy their music, and I feel like I know they're going to put on a great show all the time. So yeah, if you don't know Clutch, that is definitely a must for your collection. If you rock out, of course. If you don't rock out, then that might be a little bit of a problem for you. Let's see. What do we got with the Rams pick? I don't even know what they did. My bad. I'm talking with you guys and answering questions and not keeping up with the draft. Bears took Jaylen Johnson at 50. Cowboys took Trayvon Diggs, the CB out of Alabama, at 51. So now the Rams pick is in. So we'll wait. Eagles are 53. Bills are 54. Ravens are 55. And then the Dolphins. The greatest team on the planet is 56. Please don't trade back. Oh, and by the way, Dobbins is still there. Ezra Cleveland is still there. Denzel Mims is still there.
Bond is still there.
Zach Bond is still there. So Epinesa, was he taken? No, right? I don't think Epinesa's been taken. Epinesa's also still there. So out of the guys that we've been talking about, there's still a couple of those guys there.
Watching Mel's board at the bottom, the Van Jefferson kid is the number 2 receiver out there right now.
Wow.
That's where he's at.
Wow. I like him. And again, that's a guy that had a foot injury, and a lot of people thought he would fall. But you saw what happened with our guy, that he had a growing injury, and yet they took him early. Okay? So, I mean, they took him where he's the top guard, one of the top guards available. So, big deal. And a guy, again, when you can play tackle and guard, your value is through the roof. That's why I really like the pick, too, for the Dolphins. Because the guy is a road grader, but yet he has the feet to play on the outside, which is pretty cool. Because normally your guards aren't going to be able to move like tackles. You know what I mean? That's the normal thing. All right, so the commissioner is there for the selection of the Rams. He did his corny thing where he goes to the fans that are on TV screens there on their Zooms. I wonder if they record that. I wonder if all of that is recorded so that way there are no fingers and no, you know what I'm saying? I could see all of that being recorded. I really do. All right, the selection for the Rams at number 52 in the 2020 draft. The LA Rams with their new lame-ass logo, they go Cam Akers from Florida State. There you go. For you Cam Akers dudes out there and ladies, they have taken Cam Akers out of Florida State. Good player, man. Good player. They needed a running back badly after losing. They did get the Henderson kid, but when you lost Gurley, now you lost the depth. Now you have 2 guys with Henderson and Akers, and you've got a nice little 1-2 punch in the process. And Akers is tough as hell. That's anybody that's watched FSU, you know that dude, it just balls, man. He's just a baller. So it's a good pick by there. If the Dolphins would have taken him, I would have been fine with Cam Akers too. I got no problem with that pick. So nice move by the Rams. Let's see what we got here. Akers is a stud. I'm an FSU fan. He's the only good player we have had the last few seasons. I feel for you, my brother. I'm sorry. I think if JKD is there, it's a must pick. What else do we have here? Levine Group says, what do Jalen Hertz and Carson Wentz have in common? Their backups came in and won championships. Yes, sir. What do we have here? Ezra, Bond, or Dobbins? I'd have no problem with any of those. Eagles are going to draft quarterback Jalen Hertz. The pick is in. Let's see what happens. Pick is in. Les Snead. They're showing Les Snead from the Rams. And it's like daytime over there. I forgot that's right because they're 3 hours behind us. So he's got the door open and the light is shining in. And I got to tell you, for those of you out there that are watching and you live out in the West, I think you're so blessed in that sense because all this stuff happens earlier. I mean, you get up at 10 to watch football. How freaking cool is that, dude? Monday Night Football is at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. The game is done, and you could go have dinner or something. You could go out and do something if you felt like it. We have to all right, come on, finish the game because we got to go to bed. it's a whole different world. Come on, finish it. It's like what look, the Eagles did take Jalen Hertz. I think that's what it's saying, right? Did I miss it? Oh, no. Or they're just showing him. Maybe they're just showing him. Okay. I know the pick is in, but I haven't seen.
Well, they would be giving, changing.
Okay. I mean, it would make sense to take Jalen Hertz in a way because Carson also is a guy that moves around in his offense a lot, and he's injury prone. So you need a guy that can back him up, and this is a quality kid. And again, Doug Peterson, really good at working with quarterbacks. So, yeah, this one makes a lot of sense if that would be the pick. Bills are on the clock. Oh, it is Jalen Hertz. It is. That's what it is. QB Jalen Hertz goes to them. All right. So Bills are on the clock already. They made they're up next. We are only 2 picks away, ladies and gentlemen. And the Jalen Hertz helps us because that's not what Miami was going to get. All right. He's such a great kid, man. He is easy to root for. I hope he figures out the accuracy stuff. I don't think he will because most of them don't. You know, most QBs just really are never the kind of accurate guys that you need if they're not that right from the get-go. The ball placement's always going to be an issue for them. Game over, 954 says, I lived in Vegas before. It was awesome waking up at 10 a.m. Sunday for kickoff. I know. I'm so jealous about that. That's the only thing that I would trade to be out west outside of being in South Florida, because I love South Florida, obviously. But, man, sports-wise, how cool is that? You know, I know some of you are probably saying, well, it's not so cool sometimes on Monday night because my ass has got to fight traffic to get home, to get on time to see the game. So that's not the coolest thing. And if that, I could imagine that would happen to some people out west, especially in Southern California where the traffic is just absolutely brutal. He will be a beast. I hope for him he's a beast. I hope I'm dead wrong, dude. I hope I got it completely wrong with Jalen Hertz. Seriously. Because he deserves it. He deserves to be the guy that tells the world, F you, I came out on top. You know, you gave up on me in Alabama. They gave me a chance at Oklahoma. Okay, I didn't win a title. I got drafted to be a backup. I eventually became the starter and became the guy. I've overcome everything at every level. That would be an awesome story. Okay? So there you go. Who's that? Who's they're showing in Houston that the Bills picked? I don't know. Is that what it was? Or are they going to a commercial break now? Is that what they're doing? Jacob Eason available still from Washington. He's going to go somewhere here in this draft tonight. Question is, will FIU's James Morgan go in this draft here tonight? He's going to obviously get drafted, but I think it's 4th round for him. 4th or 5th, because he's not considered an elite athlete. I think that's what will drop him. But he has the arm to play at the next level. He has the intelligence to play at the next level. He has a lot of skill sets. Now, he can move around a little more than like Jacob Eason cannot. Like the Statue of Liberty and Jacob Eason, it's a tight race. Seriously. So Eason's got a gun. You know what I mean? But he can make any throw he wants. But it's got to be from the pocket. Boots and waggles and things like that aren't necessarily going to be Jacob Eason's strength. Put it that way. Whereas James Morgan, you can run him with boots and waggles and all of that. Now, are you going to expect him back there to be scrambling a whole bunch? That's not who he is. No. He's going to have to make quick decisions and get rid of it. Can you recap some of the picks I missed? Lewis, there's something called ESPN.com hit draft, and it's right there on your phone, my man. I've recapped already a couple times. Eventually, we will do it again, my man. But you can do it right there on ESPN yourself if you want to find out. Jacob Eason, going to be good. Some people like him. Bills taking Epinesa. That would make a lot of sense. Is that what it is already? Did you guys see it before I did, like normal? I don't know. Call of Duty 1 says, I hope Bond is our pick. I would love that. Vox Oxlord says, Epinesa to Bills. That's a good pick. And that's their kind of pick. That would make a lot of sense that they would take Epinesa. Here we go with the Bills pick. So now we've got Baltimore, and then we've got Miami. I love it. And we'll take a break after that, ladies and gentlemen, for a little while. We'll take a break for 10 picks. We'll keep the video going. You'll see me here. I'll answer questions by text, by Twitter, by what's it called? By the accidentlawfirm.com text line, all of that. But we'll take a break because I've got to take a break now at this point. I've got to relax a little.
No, man, tomorrow, think about it. You got 3 hours and then probably 5 or 6 behind it.
Yeah.
That's going to be brutal.
Yeah, Epinesa was taken by the Bills at 54. All right, so one more pick, and then we've got Miami's. I love it. I love it. Hold on a second. I got to turn on the AC. All right. Wow. So he's all the Epinesa family is like a really athletic family. What the hell is that name of the brother? I so Tefe? What the hell is that name?
What is Salafe?
I remember I had a kid. I wasn't friends with him like an acquaintance. You know, you like know the kid, but you don't really hang out with the kid. You're not friends. Not that I had anything against him, but I always wondered. They named him Igor, and they named his sister Ingrid. And I was like, they were both in school, you know, and they were a year apart, and they were I think it was it was at Kinlock Junior High, and dude, I would always look at him and go, you know, to myself, I didn't want to torture the poor kid and say it, but I would always look at him and go, how is it that your parents think that Igor is a good name? You know, when I saw that name, I'm like, you know, your kid's got to carry that thing for the rest of his life. And first, he's got to go through childhood, where that's the worst part with your name. Okay? Worst part. Alzugari, they used to call me Sugar Rice. I don't know. I don't know. They couldn't pronounce Alzugari, so it was like, or Atsuarai, because you're really supposed to pronounce it Alzugare is the way you're supposed to pronounce it in English. But I kind of Americanized it and made it easy for people because it was just they were screwing it all over the place. So I just said Alzugari, and that's it. And so that's how most people pronounce it, which it's not really right. But, you know, I know, and I'm used to people butchering it. And kids can be brutal, but they weren't brutal with my name. It was just like a lame thing that they switched it around or whatever. But Igor, I mean, come on, man. And then Epinesa's brother, that was a screwed up name. Patrick Queen, by the way, got drafted by the Ravens. The pick is in now for the Ravens at number 55. And let's see, what are they taking here? I am trying to, well, I don't know if they've said it yet. They're showing Epinesa right now.
I can remember back in the 90s, they came out with a study of parents that give their kids those type of names, and then situations where they committed suicide because of it.
Oh.
It was in reality, yeah. Why would you do that to your kid?
It's
like, man.
I mean, give your kid a decent name, bro. Igor? Come on, bro. And think about it. Look, I'm old. So Igor had way more meaning in the Frankenstein days. You know what I'm saying? I used his brain as fine. It's Abby Normals. Let's see. Ravens took Dobbins. Really? That's what they did? All right, it says Ravens pick in. How the hell are you guys, what channel are you guys watching it on? That you're getting it before I am? I don't get it. It's not like I'm delayed. I guess ESPN's behind the NFL channel or ABC. Are you watching it before I am? No? Oh, are they doing it on social media? That's what it is, probably. Let's see. Meant to say Ravens. They used to call me Alberto del Culo Abrieto. Machete Mambi says, ¿cuánto tragos? Let's see, mucho tragos. Oh, shit. Bringing the show to screeching halt. Why, Chris? What are you doing, bro? Raekwon Davis. Armando is tweeting it. Oh, okay. He's tweeting it? Okay. So you guys are watching on Twitter. Salguero is leaking. Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. I got you now. So Salguero is posting the pics. Okay. Good job by Armando. I like that. Let me pull it up since Salguero's doing it. Dobbins goes to Baltimore. Dolphins are on the clock. That's what he put last. Bill's getting Epinesa. All right, there you go. So he's got the hookup that's inputting the stuff, and he's getting it right away. Nice job by Armando, man. I love that. So who do we want now? Ezra Cleveland right now, dude. Give me Cleveland. Epinesa's gone. Dobbins is gone. Cam Akers is gone. Gross Matos is gone. Pittman is gone. Let's go Ezra Cleveland, Zach Moss, Denzel Mims. There you go. How about that? All right, we'll go with that. Ravens pick is in, and they still won't show it on television, but apparently they got J.K. Dobbins. So there you go. We're not going to get Dobbins. Now, I love Zach Moss. Question is, will Zach Moss last till number 70? So Mims can help you out in the return game, like I told you. And if I'm correct, Denzel Mims is a punt returner. Let me make sure I'm correct here before I give you guys the wrong information. But I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure Denzel Mims, that's one of the reasons why I wanted him, because he's also a punt returner. Let me make sure here. You have it here. Oh no, I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong here on the punt return side. Yeah, no, he's not the punt returner. So, but I love Mims as a player. That would be a really good pick, I think, for the Dolphins. That would add a lot to the wide receiver group. So I have no problem taking Mims here. I got to tell you right now, I want Ezra Cleveland. I want another lineman. That would give you 2 tackles and a guard to go along with the quarterback. And then at 70, you then start taking some of these, like Van Jefferson may be there for you at 70 because he may end up falling. Let's see if Armando already put out the pick. I don't know if Armando's put it out yet, but we'll check it out for you. All right, we are waiting for the Dolphins pick at number 56. The pick is in. Let's see what goes on. I see nothing from Armando yet on the pick. So for those, I'm right there with you now. I just put up his Twitter feed to see if I see it. Let's see. This has to be an atomic failure. Why, Leo? You know, Leo's like the most negative dude. Leo, do you sit there with kaopectate and Tums all day long? Because, like, every day you listen and you never say anything positive, dude. Everything is negative. Everything is the worst. Everybody sucks. The entire Dolphin organization's terrible. Chris Greer is lost. And it's like every single input that guy puts in, it's like negative. Dolphins are taking Raekwon Davis, leaked on Twitter. Let's see. All right. Let's see. I guess they're going to go Alabama here. You sure? Well, you guys have been ahead of me on this thing because I can only go by what I see on the damn board, and I don't see anything at this point in time right now. All right, I am waiting for the Dolphins. I'm waiting for the damn commissioner to come up and give us the picks here and see if it is Raekwon Davis, like some of you out there are putting on there. Let me see what it is. We are at 440. You guys are kicking some serious ass here. Where are we going? I'm waiting. DL, edge, running back, O-line, they put there on Mel's team needs on the draft. Chris Greer is there. Brian Flores, they're showing both guys chilled out and relaxed. I haven't seen anything from Salguero that's new. It says going back to Alabama here, folks. That's the only thing he put. We'll see if that's the case. I am waiting, folks. What can I tell you? Here we go. With the 56th pick in the draft, the Miami Dolphins take defensive tackle out of Alabama, Raekwon Davis is in. There you go. They needed help at DT. Why not? And he is, I want to say, definitely top 3 in the rankings. Let me see. See about top. Well, I'm sorry, like top 10. I'm sorry, not top 3. Top 10 in the rankings. He got a 5'12" in the 40, 6'6", 311. Plays a little DE too, which is what you need in a 3-4. That you can add a little pass rush to it. Now you've got a rotation with what's it called, with Wilkins last year and Godchow. This gives you a nice little 3-man rotation. This is a good player. They definitely needed help at defensive tackle. I mean, it's a must, right? So this is all needs. Again, folks, I know, I get it. Everybody wants the sexy running back and all of that, but tackle is important. Guard is important. Defensive tackle is important. They're building the middle of that line, okay? Sounds to me like your pizza's there. That's why the boys are barking all over the place. We have 4 dogs, and they are the best alarms.
I told them to call me.
Well, they're going to call. They're going to call the house. They're going to call you. I know, but they're going to go by the number that's there. So they probably call the house. So anyway, so there you go. Bill's got his Pietzkers. Got to love that. All right, so when Bill brings up the Pietzkers, we will take a break. I like the pick overall. Okay, this is a dude that's got an 85-inch wingspan. He is a monster of a human being. He is 6'6", 311, plays a little defensive end, plays defensive tackle, obviously. Ran the 40 at a 5.05 or a 5.12. The lowest score he had was a 5.20. He was projected to go somewhere between the second and the third rounds. So exactly, he had a vertical jump of 28. Not that really, excites me or anything like that, but I just wanted to throw that out there. He did 24 reps of 225. The kid he's a player, man. He's a player. This is a good pick for them in the second round, and it fills a monster need. Now, Miami will not pick again till number 70. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break. We'll keep the video going. All right, folks? Give us that thumbs up while you're watching. If you want, you can leave the video there, post stuff. I'll look at it. I'll answer stuff. I'll answer stuff on Twitter at Big O Show. You can send us texts at the accidentlawfirm.com text line. We'll try to answer there at 786-322-1105. Play the music, my man. Give us a break here so we can take relax a little bit. We will come back about, 10 picks from now. It's 57 now, 67, something like that, right before the Miami Dolphins pick at number 70. And we'll talk about the players that are off the board, who's left, and who they're going to go to next. Give us a little bit. Time to rest the throat a little bit. Let's take a break. Go for it.
This is the Big O Show. 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 is the Big O Show. This 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 is the Big O Show. is the Big O Show. This 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 is the Big O Show.
Are you tired of watching the same old?
This is the Big O Show. 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 This This is the Big O Show. 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 This is the Big O Show.
back. Oh, welcome back. All right, the Jets are at 68. The pick is in for the Jets. Let's see what happens. My boy, you know the Zachs are available. Zach Moss, Zach Bond. It's pretty good. I know they're reporting that Miami had J.K. Dobbins targeted, and then Baltimore swooped in and ended up taking J.K. Dobbins right before where Miami wanted him. So they ended up taking Raekwon Davis. I don't know how much that is true or not. Like I told you, if I get Zach Moss now at 70, I'm good. There's several running backs. So there's a couple of Zachs going on. There's Josh Jones, the offensive tackle, also from Houston, available. So there's a couple of guys here, and we've had a lot of success with Zachs, right? So let's get another Zach in here. I think either guy would be one hell of a player for the Miami Dolphins. So I don't know how much the truth is on J.K. Dobbins or not. Raekwon Davis has got a boatload of talent. Now, if you noticed, obviously Flores must see something in the kid. The numbers have gone down over the last couple of years. It was one of those things where you have to say he didn't perform. He is so talented that he should be higher. And so, you know what it reminds me a lot of? It reminds me a lot of a guy they took out of Baylor named Darryl Gardner. And Darryl went later than he was supposed to because, his numbers weren't as good as they were supposed to be, and he took plays off. This is a kid it's going to be interesting to see, because if you get him to play how he's supposed to play, then he's going to disrupt everything like Darryl Gardner did. Darryl did end up developing back issues and all that. That was another story down the line, and obviously he was a character. So Raekwon is the challenge for Miami right now. By the way, the Seahawks pick is in. Ashton Davis just went now at 68. We're waiting for the 69th pick for the Seahawks, and we'll see what happens there. And then Miami comes up at number 70, and I could go with either one, Zach Bond or Zach Moss. Jones at this point, no, because then you're telling me that would really load up the line if you really want. And now you're going to have enough pieces all over the place for the line. You really couldn't solve your center. And maybe Cushenberry might be an option for them in the 4th round tomorrow. If he's probably going to be there somewhere in that area. I like the Biadasz kid has not been taken, right? If I'm correct. I want to say Biadasz has not been. Let me make sure I am not going crazy here. That might be that's the second center for me. That's the kid that if I look at and I say, okay, you know what? If I'm looking for a center, I know we couldn't get Ruiz, okay? But Taylor, what is it? Biadasz or whatever from Wisconsin, that might be the guy that I'll put that guy there as the wild card. Give me either the Zachs or give me Tyler Biadasz. Those of you out there, what do you want right now at 70? All right, what do you want at 70? Let me hear. Josh or Moss? That sounds good to me. Okay on the clock. Troutman, DJ Dallas next. No, DJ Dallas, you can wait, dude. 4th, 5th round. DJ Dallas doesn't need to go now. He's going to drop more. He'll drop into tomorrow. You don't have to reach. Damian Lewis, guard out of LSU, goes to the Seahawks. Again, got to protect Russell Wilson, man. Let's see. Moss or Kelly. Badger. Take a Wisconsin Badger. Moss, please let it be Moss. Let's see. Moss, nobody. Moss. What else do we have here? Well, a bunch of you. Bomb. Either way, I'm good with any of these. So let's see what happens. The Dolphins are on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. We got our 3rd pick of the night. We will be back tomorrow around 11:55. Okay, the draft starts at noon. We'll be there right at the beginning of the draft. obviously, and we'll be ready to rock. For those of you that don't know, just in case, let me at least give you guys the skinny on everything going on draft wise for your Miami Dolphins tomorrow. So for those of you that are going to join us tomorrow, let's give you what we're going to do tomorrow. Miami will be selecting at number 136 and 141 tomorrow in the fourth round. In the fifth rounds, they will be selecting 153, 154, and 173. In the sixth round, they will select 185. And in the seventh round, it'll be 227, 246, and 251. All right? Those are the selections. So tomorrow, we'll come on a little bit before noon. We'll break down the guys that were selected today. I'll get some reaction from some of my NFL guys around the league on some of these guys like I did today. If you listen to the show today during the afternoon, we gave you some of the stuff, and it's all there on the podcast. You can check it out, and if you want to go to the video, the full show is there for today. And we had NFL personnel directors. We had scouts. We had all kinds of people on our show, reporters, writers that cover the beat. So we gave you all kinds of angles for these players. So tune in. We'll try to do the same thing tomorrow for some of these guys, and we'll get some of the some of the inside scoops on some of these cats. I don't want to bother the guys right now because they're in the middle of the draft and they're working right now. I can bother them tomorrow morning when and tomorrow, by the way, if you want to catch a lot of draft talk, and you could go to Sirius. They are giving you a 90-day free trial. So for those of you that are not paying for Sirius, you can sign up and get it for 90 days. We'll be on Mad Dog Channel tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., 8 to 11. We'll be on for 3 hours having some fun on the show, okay? A lot of draft talk there. It's not a Dolphin-intensive draft show there. There I go general NFL there, okay? Just so you'll know. So it won't be like here, everything here is always going to be centralized with South Florida sports. We'll talk about all the other stuff that goes on in sports, but as you know, in this show, it'll be centralized here for sports. The pick is in for the Miami Dolphins. Let's see what are you guys doing here? Do we have a Salguero? Let me see. Did Salguero already put it up? Okay, if the Dolphins are picking, ESPN is going to break it. It is written. Okay. All right, if the Dolphins are picking, ESPN is going to break it. Does that mean that, the pick is in, so they're doing something here. All right, we will see now. Do we get a Zach, or do we get something else at this point? Do we go center? Do they go tackle again? I don't know. Do they go wide receiver? Damn, Jets took Denzel Mims. Hate that. That sucks. That was terrible. And by the way, we are in a commercial break, so we're not getting it yet. And Salguero doesn't have it. Any of you have it out there? You following anybody on social media that has it? No leaks, they're saying. Hell yeah, brother. Great show today. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you for chiming in and supporting us in a big-time way. Don't forget to give us the thumbs up while you're watching and subscribe to the show. Also, share it. Remember, we're back tomorrow morning right around 11:55, 11:50, right around there, right before it starts. We'll give you some talk on some of the picks that happened. So we'll have a little fun with that. All right, the Dolphins pick is in. Mel's putting up his best guys, and there's two Zachs there. All right. A Bon and a Moss, a Josh Jones. Let's see where they go right now. I'm looking forward to this. I love this. This is so good. And all Miami Dolphins have selected Brandon Jones, Texas DB, coming off injury. That's what Armando is putting out there. Brandon Jones. Let me see. Let me look up a little bit here on Brandon Jones. I don't know too much about Brandon Jones. He is deep on the list here. And again, injury. So this must be a guy that has a lot of upside but because of the injury, this is one of those. I mean, you know what? He might be a safety, actually. Oh, yeah, there he is. It's a safety. Okay. So, okay, that makes sense now. Texas safety. Okay, here he is. Third, yeah, he was projected right around here. Let's see. Brandon Jones, 5'11", 198, plays free safety, also a kick returner. How about that? So you got another kick returner. Can play a little strong safety. Okay, so now you got a kid that can play free, can play strong safety, and helps you out at kick returner. Multiple things. Now, he's coming off a shoulder injury is what it is from 2019. He's 5'11", 198. He did, let's see, what else? What's more important here? His 40 time, that's about it. His 40, he ran a 4.38 or a 4.49. He ran from 4.38 to 4.57. Everywhere in between, 4.38, 4.49, and 4.57. All right? So shoulder injury knocks him down in the draft, and that's why he goes here at this point. His high point would have been third round. Low point would have been somewhere in the fifth round, something along those lines. Brandon Jones, free safety, Texas, and they needed this. They needed a guy to play, help out in free safety. And Bobby McCain is sitting there going, thank the Lord. Maybe they can move me inside, and I can play corner or dime or anything along those lines. Let's see. Oh, admit this has been a disaster. There's Leo, of course. Let's see. Nice pick. I like it. Solid player adding depth, reaching. See how he doesn't hate the pick just because he doesn't know the guy. Y'all can do that too. Well, it's not. How am I going to hate a guy that is projected where it's at in my notes that he's supposed to go here? He plays free safety. He plays strong safety. He's a kick returner. I'm sorry, dude. I can't tell you everything about Brandon Jones because I don't watch him inside and out. But by tomorrow, I will have more information on Brandon Jones. Let's see. Dan Bruce says, taking too many stretch picks now. I feel like I just went back in time. Well, you know, Dan, okay, Brandon is not a reach. He's going right where he's about to go. He's supposed to go because of the shoulder injury. The Davis is a little bit of a reach because that's a guy that has kind of shown you that his play has declined in the process, and you got to figure out what they must know something about this. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a scheme thing. I don't know if it was he fell out of favor with Saban. I'm not exactly sure, but they must love something about him, and that's why they took him there. I don't think people realize that you can't fill every hole in one draft. No, that Oz. You know what? People think that you can fill every hole in the draft, and they think all 15 picks are going to be positives. I mean, come on, man. Let's hope 7 stick. 7. I'm just hoping 7 can stick. Michael Mata says, what's up, Bo? Working at Wiener Schnitzel and watching your show. Nice. Dougie Fresh, peace and thank you to you and Bill. See you tomorrow. Big O, the last 2 picks have been questionable, let's be honest. I would go with the Davis one is the only one that you could question. This one is a need. A free safety that can play strong and is a kick returner. And went where he dropped a little bit because of the shoulder. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. I'm still going with an A if you're asking me for a grade. Because I love what they've done early on. Listen, some of these picks here. I mean, what did you know about Andrew Van Ginkel? Did you know anything about Andrew Van Ginkel? And then he was injured all year, and then at the end of the year he was healthy, and hey, not bad. What did you know about Nick Needham? What did you know about Preston Williams? You know what I mean? Let's take it easy here. Let's relax. Let's let this kid actually take the field. He might be able to play. Okay? I'll get insight on all these guys. Relax. We'll do it tomorrow. Let's see. Thank you all out there for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you. We appreciate you for keeping it locked here. Tomorrow is a new day. We will start off around 11:50, 11:55 in the morning. We'll be ready to rock and roll. If you want to catch us earlier than that, again on Mad Dog Channel 82 on Sirius. We are going to wrap it up here on the program. Time to wrap it up. Thanks to Bill, Philippe, all the great people that help us put this thing together every single day. Most of all, thanks to you, whether you're downloading the show on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, SoundCloud, or whether you watch us on YouTube every day, chiming in on the texts on the accidentlawfirm.com text line 786-322-1105 or on Twitter at Big O Show. Thank you all out there. We'll see you tomorrow around 11:55. You be good.
Big O Show.